Creeping Chill is very good. That card is quite good in Dredge. I'm surprised. No, I'm not really surprised it took so long, but I'm surprised at how good it is. Because it was a little innocuous at the start, and not everybody picked it up right away. But recently, like almost everyone plays Forge Chills in their Dredge list, and I think they're so good. Chains, the Chains has been unshackled. The minute Chains stopped playing Standstill, he's just started winning everything. I swear. We've had a lot of vintage players be unshackled recently. Chains stopped playing Standstill, started winning a ton. The Deck 84 stopped playing Grixis Tinker and started playing Breach and has been winning a ton. There's been a lot of people who have been unshackled recently. It's been very fun to watch. I actually think the timeline for that canister is Chill actually got more popular during Tabernacle's decline, which is I think a weird timing because it definitely supports the Icarid game plan versus Tabernacle, but Tabernacle shot up, and people didn't adapt to Chill right away, and people adapted to Tabernacle, and Tabernacle started declining slightly, not a lot, but slightly, and then people picked up Chill. I could be wrong about that timing, but I can't. If I remember correctly, that's what I remember, anyways. Yo, chat. All right, so this is round 4 of the prelim, fourth and final round. We're playing at 2-1, going for a 3-1. We're playing against Jer, who is a classic 62 card Dredge wizard. Very I don't know, infamous for their 62 card Dredge decks that feature Noxious Revivals and some interesting choices. Here I have Show and Tell Emrakul. If I hit a land, I probably have like Dazed Pyroblast backup. If I don't hit a land, I have no backup. I'm down. I'm down. I don't even know if this is good enough to beat Dredge. We'll just try. Though Jer sometimes likes to be pretty low on the amount of counter spells that they play, so this could be possible too. Yeah. I'm not like saying you're wrong. I think the timing was just weird. Might not be good enough on the draw. I don't know. All I want to see off the top of my library is a fetch land. No, Jer is always on 62 card Dredge special. Do we ponder off Lotus? Whoa. Oh, now we definitely do. Well, we're gonna run into Mindbreak Trap by doing this, but we could just have Pyroblast back up though. That's probably good enough. Yeah, all right. I have an Emrakul. What do you have? Second Bazaar. We might lose. Oh, come on! They always have Second Bazaar. They just always have 2 Bazaars. I've never played against them where they didn't have 2 Bazaars in their 62 card Dredge deck. Every time. All right, we probably lose, I think. Opponent gets like just 10,000 activations here. They hit a bunch of Street Wraiths, which is nice. It's incredible because they just always have 2. Are they Noxious Revivaling a Creeping Chill? What a world we live in. just Noxious Revival Creeping Chill. Can I F6 here? Am I allowed to do that? Guess not. Do they gain life off Chill? Oh, they do gain life off Chill. I guess I'm going to have to Pyroblast a Narcomoeba. No, so it doesn't get blocked. Of course I'm Malding. They always have 2 Bazaars. It's incredible. Oh, I should be doing this in response so that they have less bridges, right? I suck. Are they going to therapy me, though? I don't care anymore. Whatever. How many bridges did they hit? 1 bridge, 2 bridges. How many Cabal therapies? 1,000,000. All right, so they're going to be able to keep their bazaars. Oh, all right. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. All right, whatever. I'm off it. I mean, I think the show and tell Emrakul is fine if they just didn't have a second bazaar. Like, I'm pretty sure our Emrakul is racing 1 bazaar. Our Emrakul was never going to race 2 bazaars. But they kept a 7-card hand with 2 bazaars. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's okay. We're boarding in 10 cards, so we got a chance. I can't even like Pyroblast one of the flying targets because they're gonna have 1,000,000 creatures. So theoretically, I could draw. Actually, don't think I have any draws that work because I don't have a Black Lotus in my deck. But I can't draw. I need to draw land and Time Walk, and I don't think that's actually possible without Black Lotus. Are they playing a Hogak? Wait, hold on. I guess I can't kill them, but whatever. I mean, that could theoretically have been good at some point in life, I guess. Yeah, this is just not good enough. Whatever. All right, whatever. Let's bring in 10 cards. All right, so time to do the board plan, where we bring in Leyline, Blazing Archon, Needle, and Tabernacle. And we take out Aeroblast, Flusterstorm, Mental Misstep, Oko, Narset, Citadel. What was the other one? I feel like there was one more. I mean, Tinkering a Sphinx is still pretty good. We are on show and tell. I guess Dredge really doesn't play any creatures, any spells anymore. It's kind of crazy. I know they like to play Dread Return post board though, so I might keep in Iona. I don't know. I guess I could technically take out Tinker if I'm boarding out Citadel. Fine. I guess it's okay. I mean, we still have Sphinx, but too many critters are in. Y'all want me to cut the whole deck? I can't cut the whole deck. I guess I can cut into Braid if I wanted to. What's better, Iona or Sphinx? Probably Sphinx. Oh. I don't know. We're gonna have plenty of qualifier points. There's no reason to worry about that. I think we can't get enough off of this one. I think I have 10 or something, and I need 30, and I can't get 30 or something. I don't know. It's okay. I'm gonna play in plenty of prelims for content, so. I also don't think we're supposed to cut Tinker. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think Sphinx is very good versus Dredge. I think it's only okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go Tarn, Mox, Needle, Pass, Ancestral on upkeep, I would assume. Yes, I know we can't play 2 Needles because Force of Vigor is broken. I'm aware. Star of Baghdad. I think we're probably going to win this game. I'll just give them more vigor targets, right? Just give them all the vigor targets. I guess theoretically I could have walked there. I don't think so. I think I'm just supposed to hold this all these cards. I think the walk is my blue card for force. Whereas show and tell can actually draw me something reasonable. Another force. All right, I think I'm down for that though. I kind of like the existence of Hogak and the Squee decks. So that's like one of the big reasons I don't like the idea of Restrict Hollow 1. Because I actually kind of think that the Hogak and Squee decks are maybe not the Squee deck, but like the Hogak deck is a lot more reasonable of a Bizarre deck to have in a format. I mean, they're gonna start dredging now. Maybe I'll time walk. No, it seems bad. I'm not saying like clearly they don't want Bizarre to be restricted, right? So why not keep them like the more fair deck in the format? Like Hogak is a pretty fair deck, all things considered. I kind of like the existence of Hogak. Did they just choose not to dredge? Oh yeah, because they're trying to find a force of vigor, I guess. Maybe not. Like they could technically dredge here. Not like I have anything stopping their graveyard interactions. Yeah, okay, all right. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. That's a very good point. If they dredge into a Narcomoeba, we would get Oath triggers. That's very fair. That's a very good point. So are they just gonna pile up a bunch of dredgers in their yard then? All right. Well, now I have a hard cast force. I still don't think I'm supposed to time walk. Rav Trap is quite good against Dredge. The problem with Rav Trap is it's not very good against the Basking Root Walla decks. Rav Trap can be a very big liability if your Basking Root Walla opponent knows how to play around it. I don't really think we're supposed to show and tell Leyline. I mean, we could actually. I guess we're pretty protected against opponent showing and telling something that mattered. So maybe we can show and tell a Leyline. I don't know. Should we? Doesn't seem very good. I think I'd rather just have two forces. I'm off it, chat. I'm off it. I mean, theoretically, we have hard cast force plus force pitching something, but I don't think I'm supposed to put show and tell yet. I would rather just like try to find a blazing archon and show and tell that into play, maybe. I don't think there's any reason to not do this. I do only have one Force of Will. I only have one Force of Will. I think I'm gonna wait. What a weird game of Magic. If I draw a blue card, I don't want these Tabernacles in play. I mean, I could pitch the Leyline of end of turn, or I can just cast the Show and Tell. I guess if the Show and Tell resolves, I could Time Walk, and then I'll have Hardcast Force and maybe draw a blue card to have double backup after that. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced that this Show and Tell is correct, but I'm gonna cast it. I'm not convinced this is the correct play. I don't think I'm supposed. Well, I guess if this resolves, I always win theoretically, so it's probably worth fighting over. Now, am I pitching Time Walk or am I pitching the other Force? I think I'm pitching the Time Walk. Obviously, I don't have a second blue card for Force. The Forces get a lot worse after this fight is over anyways. Because I'm under the assumption the Blazing Archon will always win the game when it's in play, and they will have no answers to killing the Blazing Archon. And if that's the case, then I think I would force pitching Force and Time Walk. No, I think that's not as good. I think we'll just pitch the Time Walk. We're gonna fight over this because the Blazing Archon theoretically is a game-ending play. They have double Force. Okay. They're down to 3 cards in hand. So if they Vigor both my Needles, they do still have to beat an Oath of Druids. We have double Tabernacle still. I guess we have double Oath of Druids as well. I don't know. What a weird game of Magic. I guess maybe I'm not supposed to cast that, so I can hold up Hardcast Force. I don't know. I zoned out. I probably was not supposed to cast that second Oath, and I was just supposed to hold up Hardcast Force. I wish I could reorder my cards that are in play and like put the Needles and the Oaths together. It's hurting my brain. This deck is something, let me tell you. This is why I think this deck needs 4 Preordains. Oh boy. How about a Forbidden Orchard? I was just gonna say that. Yay! We can play Magic. I guess opponent is playing less Magic than us, so we don't get to complain. But they're the Dredge player, so they don't get to complain, so. Yay. It only took till turn 13 for a deck to do something. For either deck to do something. Right. Alright, I have enough duders that I can activate the Orchard on my upkeep as well and get 2 dudes. I'd like to target them. I'd like to target them. I guess we can resolve the first one. Here. That puts an Emrakul. And then the second one. Grizzlebrand. Beautiful. Time Walk's already in exile, so there's no reason to draw 7 on our turn. So at the end of their turn, we may draw 7. But we do have a lethal attack, which is nice. Show and tell a leyline into play. No. We don't want to show them. Oh, I guess we already showed them leyline. I was gonna say we don't want to show them leyline, but that jig is up as well. I guess there's only one more force in our deck. Do they have dredge? They've had dredgers in their graveyard the whole game. We do have to kind of be worried about chill is like the only thing that they could hit really. So there's no advantage bar. Sorry, I'll have to work that into the next stream update. All right, now do we make any other changes? I kind of like how we have it situated. Theoretically, we could be playing more braids for Hollow One, but like maybe you could take out the island and put in another braid. No. I don't like Fluster at all for Dredge. I don't think that's the way you typically fight. You just never have enough mana for Fluster to be relevant. You almost always are forced to do your actions with your full mana. You almost never have the luxury to be playing with like Pyroblast or Flusterstorm to counter your Dredge opponent's spells. That's just like because opponent gets to play all of their spells for free. You're always behind on mana from turn 0. So that we have more things to show and tell. Take one critter out. Okay. All right, you're the boss, Jose. Your deck, you're the boss. They never have mana, which means they're always ahead on mana. It's kind of weird like that. Oh, no. I don't think this is keepable. Yo, Digital likes to keep some wild hands. Digital has no fear. Oh, damn. You're right. Peak is keep spelled backwards. I guess we have to snap it off then. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This hand's much better. Not much better, but it's at least better. I'm gonna put the Sphinx back into my deck. That way Tinker is still turned on. We can keep the Blazing Archon for show and tell. If they don't have a Vigor on turn number 1, on our turn number 1, then we'll have Days Up, which will be great. But if they have it before... Oh, one of the Vigors just got exiled due to Powder, which is great. How many Powders is that? A lot of Powders. So how many cards they keep? They kept a 4-card hand after powdering 3 times? I'm down. I'm down for that life. I am down. One of the Vigors is gone as well. They have a Hollow One, I guess. Oh, they have a Taxian Probe. Okay. There's one Hollow One in exile. I wish I could make this bigger for you guys, but I just don't think that's a Magic Online thing that's possible. All right. Do they have a Vigor in my upkeep? Nope, no Vigor. And we drew the show and tell for Blazing Archon. We're in great shape. All we need to do is draw mana sources. Oh, I could jump it out. But I don't want to do that. I think I'm just gonna shuffle these cards away. Obviously Tabernacle is good versus our opponent, especially if they're trying to find like a Hollow One. However, I think I would rather just put fresh cards and give us the chance to show and tell the Blazing Archon for the win. Next turn, we can... I think we'll probably, like, scroll for the second daze. Maybe it's just Ancestral. If we hit a land drop, I think I want to scroll for the second daze. I mean, all right. I should have rephrased. Like, this happens every time. If we hit a mana producing land... Force is worse than Daze because we don't have enough blue cards. I think we're supposed to get Ancestral, though. That way we can have a better chance of show and telling. I was not specific enough. I'm aware. I don't think the second Daze here... they could play Wasteland. Pretty sure the Ancestrals... if we had hit an island, I think, on that turn, I think I would have gone for second Daze. Under the assumption, obviously, that show and tell Blazing Archon is always lethal. We might get our revenge here. I don't beat the 62 Dredge pile very often, to be honest. Island. Island? Do they have a Vigor? Maybe they found Vigor. They know we have Daze, though. Oh, okay, that works. No reason to Ancestral. I'm pretty sure I just want to show and tell. It's very unlikely they have a Force, because they have to keep green cards for Force of Vigor, which is what they're drawing to. So it's very likely their hand is like multiple, like, or maybe a green card and a blue card or something. They could have, I guess, theoretically have. Okay. They didn't even want to see what we had to. They didn't even want to see what we had to say. Fair. I've extracted my revenge against 62 card Dredge, which I'm fairly happy about. So nice. Actually, 3-1. Get our play points back. Get some QPs. Not bad. They knew we had Daze. They didn't know we had Archon, right? Or did we have Archon in our starting hand? They already knew. You're right. They already knew. So yeah, I don't like this deck very much. Sorry, Jose, but it was pretty fun sometimes. If I had to try to improve it, I think I would change it to be black with Demonic Tutor Vampiric. I think you want to go more in on the combo elements, and I'm not thrilled with what the red is doing here. Obviously, Pyroblast is an incredibly strong card, but clearly I think Demonic Tutor and Vampiric would add a lot to this deck. And I really don't know if it's viable to be playing Dazes in your Forbidden Orchard deck. Obviously, the rest of your lands are islands, so it's fine, I guess. But I'm not thrilled. I just want to get more people to not play Pyroblast so I can PO. You bring up a fair point. I guess we've only been streaming for... Man, prelims are so short now. This has only been, what, 2.5 hours? So maybe we'll play a league.